Hello and welcome to the Roarcast podcast. I'm Simbo Labetta, SGA president, and I have my co-host Ruth with me.
Hello.
SGA secretary, and I have a special guest with me, Ms. Graham.
Woo! Thank you. Hey, welcome everybody. How is everybody this morning?
I'm doing good.
So am I.
Happy Friday. Happy Women's History Month because it's almost over, but still, we're still celebrating
Women's
us.
History Month.
Still Women's History Month. So, Simbo, how does it feel to be SGA president?
It's nice.
What makes it a tough job at times?
A lot of responsibilities and other things combined, so it could be difficult sometimes.
So, Ruth, how do you feel that you support Simbo doing the SGA tasks throughout the day or even the week?
When I support Simbo, I feel happy because I'm right by her side and I look up to her.
Oh my gosh, that is
So
awesome.
sweet.
I love that. So, the fact that it's Women's History Month and we have our female president and our female vice president, you guys are kind of setting history in this. So, congratulations, ladies. You guys are trailblazers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, last year, Simbo, I think you were vice president.
Yes.
And you said, you were like, next year, I'm definitely running for president. So you have done so much this year. You've run for president, you've been a cheerleader, you've gone out for the soccer team and made it, and you just inducted your second class of the National Junior Honor Society. Yep. How do you find time to do all of this?
I don't know. It's hard sometimes, well, all the time, but, you just make it work.
Absolutely. So, Ruth, tell us a little bit about your journey.
My journey has been good. It's hard. And anytime I feel like I want to quit, I just get up again and keep going.
And that's really motivational for everybody because even I have those days, those moments, even those minutes where I just don't know if I can do it. But because I see you all, especially the female leaders in the building, just doing all great things, and you come through and you shine, it makes me feel like if y'all can do it, so can I. Mm-hmm. And it's really helpful. So thank you, ladies, for always coming through with the smiles, coming through with the hugs, coming through with the love, and just being so supportive. So with it being Women's History Month, who is the most influential woman to you that is not your mother or your grandmother?
Oh, Lord. Let me think about this. You want to answer the question first, Ms. Graham?
Absolutely. I would say most influential woman for me is so multi-approached because there was Dr. Macy Jameson. She was the first African-American female to go into space. She's also my sorority sister, and she's a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And I think that that's just phenomenal. Growing up, I thought about all of the female firsts, and knowing that she was one of the first Black women to go into space, it kind of broke that barrier, like maybe I could do it too. Also, my other female is Celine Dion. I mean, let me tell you, I love her. And she's been a singer and performer since I was in maybe high school. Shh, don't tell anybody how old I am. And at one point, she started having a disease where she had vocal paralysis. And when I say I sobbed at the idea of not being able to hear her perform ever again, I was like, oh my God, I'm just never going to make it. Mm-hmm. Because she's like my GOAT, other than Whitney Elizabeth Houston. And she came back and she was performing, and she performed for the Paris Olympics. And she just bought the house down. It was raining, and she's standing on the top of the Eiffel Tower, and her voice was back. And it was just amazing to see how she fought for the thing that she loved the most, which was performing and singing. So the fact that she was able to work with, I don't know if she's ever actually overcome her vocal paralysis, but the fact that she was able to work with it and come through, I'm just like, wow, if Celine can do it and she's the greatest singer in the world, according to Saturday Night Live, there's nothing that women can't do.
Do you have anyone, Ruth? Think.
I look up to a lot of people.
Me too.
Sometimes it's so hard to choose because you women do so many things that are big. You guys don't give up and you guys keep going,
Right.
even through hardships.
I feel like all women are to look up to.
I could totally acknowledge that, and I think that's a great way of looking at it because women do big things. And, when you think about the fact that Kamala Harris ran for president and she almost won, but you think Shirley Chisholm was the first black woman to run for president, and that was in like the 70s, and people did not think that women
Or
could
black
do that.
women in general.
Exactly, or black women in general. Like when women were fighting for the right to vote back in the early 1900s, the lawmakers said that you might as well give cats the right to vote if you want to have women vote. So,
Comparing women to cats.
you know. So you think about like how far we've come with that. Like you've compared us to cats and now we're taking over the world. We are flying into space. We are creating cures. We are, serving in the White House. It's just I think that women are going to continue to surprise and surpass everyone's expectations. So spring break is coming up.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Big plans?
Not really.
What are you most looking forward to doing? Because I know mine. So
A lot of sleeping.
I was just gonna say that.
Same. Oh my gosh.
I'm
Yes.
gonna sleep until 12.
Oh my gosh. Yes, me too. I'm so turning off my alarm. It's not that I don't love you all, but a lot of sleep is going to be so clutch at this moment. I cannot wait. I want to say I'm excited for the sleep. I'm excited to see the cherry blossoms. I'm excited to just get some rest. Oh, gosh, yes. Again, back to women in history. So our school is named for a very important woman,
Sonia Sotomayor.
Chief Justice Sonia Sotomayor. Okay. So she was a Puerto Rican woman who grew up in New York. She did, however, attend Princeton University, which is from New Jersey. Yay, Jersey. Way to go, everybody. It is my best state. And she's the first Latina woman to serve on the Supreme Court, which is a role that she holds for life.
It's amazing.
I mean, for real. So she could serve as long as she wants to. There's literally nothing that anyone can do about it. And when you think about that, it's because of all the rights that were given to her by the Constitution. So you have Chief Justice Sonia Sotomayor. You also have Chief Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, who was the first black woman to serve as a Supreme Court justice as well. Fun fact, she has attended my church every now and again, and we get it so excited.
What?
Oh my God. Yes.
You're
So
joking.
I promise totally bring out my phone and text all my friends when she comes into our, into our sanctuary. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because
That's crazy.
I know, but it's so super major to have like the highest court in the land, and this, black woman represents the highest court in the land. Oh my gosh, and she's in my church. So yes, I do bring out the phone during church and just text my friends like, oh my gosh, she's here today.
That's so cool.
But it's just like, oh my gosh, I think
You
how
should
much
tell her to come to our school. It's named after her.
I will tell. So if I could reach out to Chief Justice Sonia Sotomayor and be like, hey, come through, you would be so impressed with the students that are representing your name. I just think also like how much pressure she has to make all of these big decisions, because you think about those three, branches of government. Do we all remember what they are? We have the executive, legislative, and the judicial. And so
Yeah.
that checks and balances. And so with those chief justices that sit and they listen to lawyers speak and debate about these topics that impact us all on a daily basis. And to know that, she has to listen and try to make these decisions using the Constitution as her guide to interpret what these laws mean. I'm just so impressed. So she started out as a lawyer, became a judge, and now she's the highest judge in the land.
That's very impressive.
I think so too. So when you think about it, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Because I used to have like a bunch of different ideas.
Honestly, I'm not sure. I think I want to be a lawyer or a nurse,
I love that.
like my mother, but I'm not sure.
You could actually be both. What about you, Ruth?
I want to be a doctor.
What kind of doctor?
I don't know. I just want to be a doctor.
My sister wanted to be a doctor, and she wanted to be a doctor that, was an obstetrician. And so those are the doctors that bring babies into the world. So, I
That
think,
sounds fun.
I want to be that doctor. I love kids.
right? So, I mean, why not? Honestly, you guys can actually start volunteering at hospitals because they have things that you all can do to volunteer at a hospital. So you get to see, like, is this really what I want to do?
Yeah.
So,
Because there's like so much choices and I can't pick.
and that's what is so awesome for you all now coming up is that they say the world is your oyster because you all have so many more options because women have constantly been just kicking the door down saying like we are capable of doing these things and more. So now you guys don't have those limits. And I think that that's really awesome. My mother was the first Black PE teacher in my school district.
That's so cool.
It was and it wasn't, She, and you have to think about the things that she had to overcome because being the first Black person to hold that position meant that she was surrounded by a lot of people that did not look like her. And sometimes we have to have that inner conversation with ourselves about what that feels like and how to always constantly be our best selves because everybody's looking, and so I think that, when you talk about people overcoming a lot of things, it is really finding that inner drive to say, I'm here for a reason. I'm in this room. And now that I'm in this room, you're going to have to work hard to get me out of it. So tell me about your mother, Simbo.
My mother, she immigrated from Ethiopia and she came to the United States. She went through a lot in the USA since it's pretty hard to move from one continent to another or another country to another, like a
Yeah.
big country like the USA.
Can you imagine?
When she came to the USA, she met my dad. Everything was going well until my dad got diagnosed with epilepsy.
Oh, wow.
And she was pregnant with my brother, which was kind of hard. And it was me and my sister. And she was, at that moment, she was the only one who could really provide for our family.
Oh, wow.
So even through all of that, she still went through nursing school. She went to work. She like provided for our family. And fast forward a few years now, she's a full-time nurse. My dad's
All right.
better. He's working. His epilepsy has mostly gone away, and I feel like that's very inspiring to look up to because she like never gave up.
Absolutely. Wow. I had no idea your mom was such a fighter. I knew your mom was amazing because I absolutely love your mom. But I had no idea she had such an amazing story. Ruth, tell me about your mom.
My mom was raised by my grandma when she was a real little kid. My grandma went through a lot of hardships because she was raised in Cameroon. My grandma, her family discouraged her half the whole time. But then her older brother took care of her and brought her here to America.
Mm-hmm.
Over time, he died, and then my grandma had to do it herself.
Oh,
But she
wow.
didn't give up. She went to my uncle's sons to live with him.
Mm-hmm.
His wife discouraged her and tried treating her badly. She managed to escape, and then she went and got a job at a hair salon. After she got the job, she went to school.
Mm-hmm.
She studied hard. She went higher and higher, and she passed every test to become a nurse.
Oh my gosh, your mom's a nurse too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so amazing. You guys have such wonderful role models. I can see why it was hard to choose somebody else outside of your
Yeah.
mom. What hard workers. That is so impressive. So, as we bring this to a close, because we think about looking forward, Simbo, you have high school coming up.
Oh no.
No pressure. What do you think the thing you're most looking forward to about high school is?
Uh, I honestly don't know. Um, I'm not sure. I guess.
But that's fair because you've never seen high school, so you
Yeah,
just
I
don't
don't
even know
know.
what to. It's a whole new adventure. And Ruth, you're going to be in 8th grade next year.
Oh no.
What are you looking most forward to?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah, that's the right answer.
I feel like you guys wish you could stay in middle school just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
It's kind of sad that I won't ever be able to like be a student at the school again.
I know, but you're like one of the actually.
Oh
You
no.
guys are the first 3-year students.
know.
You guys were the first class. Oh, oh. I can't believe this. This is going to be like the most amazing accomplishment. So, you are the first Black female president for the SGA.
I am.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, right? And now you're the part of the first class that has gone all 3 years because we've only been open for like 3 years, and you guys started at 6th grade, and now you guys are gonna. Oh my god, you guys are such trailblazers! I am so
Yup.
excited about this. Okay, smaller leap. What are you looking forward to in the summer? And don't say sleep.
Going outside, I guess. I don't know. Going to the pool.
Love that. I was on the swim team for a while. What about you, Ruth?
I'm gonna go to pool and go shopping.
Okay.
Oh, me too.
I was gonna say, yeah, well, I do my shopping online, unfortunately. I'm just saying, sometimes it's easier to do that. So, is there anything that you would like our audience to know about either you or about Women's History Month or about anything that you were most excited that women are doing?
I just think women are cool. I don't know. Like, women are amazing. Women are the reason, like, they brought us into this world. And yeah.
That is true. What about you, Ruth?
Women did great things, and sometimes not just women could do those great things, but their kids could inherit it for them and do great things as well.
I love that.
Everyone could do great things.
I do. I love that. I want to say that Jesse Williams, an actor who's also from Jersey, he said, just because we are magical does not mean that we're not real. And I want you to guys know that you guys are magical and you guys are so real. Thank you all for having me today. This was so much fun.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you for being here, Miss Graham.
My pleasure.
Listeners, that's all from us, the Roarcast podcast. Tune in for future episodes. If you have any ideas or recommendations, reach out to Mr. Salah. Have a great spring break.